Hey guys, it's Gaz Montana here with a new GTA Online video for you. Hope everyone's doing alright. This video is for the agency safe, how to maximize the agency safe's potential, which also this video is on, is this worth doing? Okay, so to get the maximum daily income for the agency safe passively in the background, you'd have to do 201 security contracts with the agency, and you will start earning that 20,000 every GTA day, which is every 48 minutes. And the safe will max out at 250,000. So when it maxes out, make sure you go by and collect the money from the agency safe. If you only do like one security contract, that agency safe will only accumulate $500, I do believe it is, every single GTA day. So the more of these contracts you do, the more money you'll start getting every GTA day, and it caps out at 20,000, yeah, which is after 201 security contracts. Now, is it worth doing? Because it doesn't sound like a lot of money, right? 20,000 every GTA day. Well, it depends what type of player you are. Okay, if you like missions and stuff, right? You like doing like grinding out heists and doing like VIP contracts, contact missions, anything like that. If you're like a new player, okay, this is more like aimed at new players. Okay, first of all, we're not going to try and sell you that this is the best way to make money in the game, okay? But if you're obviously the KL Perico is the best way to earn money in the game, okay? But it's not the only way to earn money in the game, and good money at that. Quick money. Now, basically, there's a little thing called VIP contracts, headhunters, and you know, haulages, hostile territory, and you know, armored boxville, piracy prevention, those sort of VIP contracts, and client jobs like diamond shopping, robbery in progress, that we also do as well, because these are actually decent enough ways of actually making money in the game, right? And these missions are no different to their missions, okay? These are open world, free roam missions that you can do in an invite only session or in a public session, and just do some quick missions. These are actually fun as well, these all these missions I've just mentioned, okay? So yes, the best way to earn money in the game is doing heists like the Diamond Casino and the KL Perico and stuff, but if you haven't got to 201 of these, right, and you're doing those client jobs and VIP contracts, you're better off doing these, because A, they pay more, and B, you're working to a long-term goal where you can then just go by your business, your agency, and collect the daily income. And you want that daily income to be the maximum it can be, which will be 20,000 per day, and it will max out at 250,000. And yeah, you could just forget about that, go about your other stuff, selling your bunkers, supplies, all that sort of stuff. Okay, once you get to about 60 or 70 grand, I'm not sure exactly how much it is, the safe, visually, the top shelf will be maxed out, and the other two shelves will not fill up visually with cash that you see and you collect when you go and collect it. Okay, but the safe will keep filling up after that 50 or 70 grand, and until it turns red, and that's when you collect it. Okay, it turns red in the bottom right corner and on the mini map, the dollar sign. So yeah, don't worry about that. It's just a bug, I guess, or maybe Rockstar nerfed it. Right, nerfed the amount that you can get from the safe. Maybe we could have got more at one stage before they released the contract DLC. Or maybe they're gonna update it and we get more in the safe capacity. No idea. It's just an annoying little thing, so don't worry about it. And then just go by and collect that, and that's a nice little cherry on top. So if you like doing missions and you like doing like VIP contracts, client jobs, forget about those and do these instead, because you're working towards a long-term goal, so you can get that maximum daily income. But there is a 5-minute cooldown on these missions. There is actually a way to skip the 5-minute cooldown, and that's by ringing Franklin and just spamming the X button on the PlayStation, and the equivalent on the Xbox until the menu will just skip, and basically he'll just give you the next VIP contract. But this doesn't work all the time. Okay, this does not work all the time. It works like sometimes only 20% of the time. Sometimes it will work like 50% of the time. It doesn't work like 90% of the time like some of these videos are trying to say that it does. It doesn't work that many. You could do 5 of these contracts and try it 5 times and it will not work. Yeah. So I don't know what the percentage is, but it barely ever works. And yeah, so there's a 5-minute cooldown. So basically, what you could do in the meantime is just like do a heist prep. Yeah, you could do these in between heist preps. You could do one of the new payphone hits. Do one of the new payphone hits. They pay 85k for basically doing a headhunter. And these pay pretty well as well, like 30k, 40k, 50k, let's say 60k, all sorts of, depending on what difficulty they give you, is always a lot more than a headhunter and stuff. Okay, so these missions are definitely worth doing, and they actually are kind of fun. Obviously, if you bang them out one after the other like I was doing, they do get a little bit difficult to actually stay sane and do. But the only problem I got with these security contracts is if you compare them to the client jobs and VIP contracts and even the biker contracts, these security contracts, you can do them with other people, but the other people that are helping you will get nothing. So this is basically a solo grind. These security contracts for 201 are basically a solo grind. Okay, if anyone's helping you, they are just helping because they are just very, very, very kind. Okay, so if they're helping, you might want to let them know that they ain't getting nothing. Okay, they're getting nothing at all. And if they're in your CEO, obviously they're going to get a little $5 every now and again from Secura, so that's it. Okay, so that's the only problem I have with these. And there's even one type of security contract which is basically meant to be done with multiple people, because it's a carbon copy of a biker contract where you got to protect the assets, and that's what it's called. It's called asset protection. Avoid that. Never do that, even if you're doing it on your own or whatnot, or even if you're doing it with 4 people. It's not worth your time, because it takes 10 minutes. It takes the longest, and basically it pays out the least. Yeah, and you can even get less money because they can even blow up the assets, the attackers, and then next thing you know, you're getting less money at the end of it. So avoid that one, and all the rest of them are good to go. Okay, so just gonna go over some quick hints and tips on the security contracts that you want to be doing. Okay, so first of all, liquidize assets. Liquidize assets. You have to follow a vehicle to a location, and then basically. Now you know where that location is, so you go inside, you blow everything up or destroy everything, and then you have to blow up the building by setting some charges. And then when you go outside and blow up the building, you'll then get a wanted level. To lose the wanted level very quickly, if you do have a terabyte, spawn the terabyte, and then go to the terabyte, go inside the back of it, and you'll lose the cops instantly. Okay, if you're on the Mark II, you can enter the back of the terabyte very quickly. In the footage you're seeing here, I didn't have my Mark II at the time. I just landed next to it and got in there. You can see all the cops around me. They just instantly lost. Now, if you don't have a terabyte, what you can do is just go into the interaction menu, and then go to style, go to accessory, and change a few clothing items like hats, glasses, and masks, and you should lose 1 star. Okay, usually you'll only have 3 stars, so that will set you back to 2 stars, and that means you lose the police helicopter, which makes it even easier to lose the cops, because you don't have a police helicopter. But sometimes you'll actually get 4 stars, but 3 stars is easier to lose than 4. Okay. The other one, my favorite one out of them all is recover valuables. Recover valuables is going to send you to 2 locations, just one out of the 2. Either Tequila La, or it's going to send you to Vanilla Unicorn Club. Basically, you have to go into one of these locations and recover some valuables. It's either going to be a necklace or a watch, depending on what location. You've got to go in there, shoot everyone up, and then grab the safe codes, and then go to the safe and open the safe. As soon as you grab the safe codes, more enemies are going to spawn. The more you do this mission, the more you're going to know, okay, for a proximity mine here, for a proximity mine there, and then basically when they spawn, they're going to blow up straight away. Okay, another way to do this mission, right, is you could just run in there with the stone hatchet. If you have the stone hatchet, okay, go in there with a stone hatchet and you can just kill them all one after the other, and every time you kill one enemy with a stone hatchet from the first kill, you're basically invincible. Yeah, so you just keep going from one person to the next, and it's just a fun way of doing it. It's the way I used to do the some of the setup missions for the Diamond Casino heist. Yeah, basically that's another way of doing it. So yeah, once you grab the safe code, they can go to the safe, open up the safe, grab the valuable, and when you go outside, there could be enemies attacking you and all that sort of stuff, and you just get back to the agency, and that's that mission done. But yeah, that's the only tips I'm going to say. Proximity mines, stone hatchet on the recover valuables. Now the next one, okay, vehicle recovery. Okay, it's very much like valuables, recover the valuables, but you're just recovering a vehicle rather than a watch or a necklace. Basically, go to a location, grab the vehicle, bring it back to the agency. The worst possible one that they can give you is the one at Humane Labs, and the second worst possible can be the one at the hangar in LSIE. I'm just going to give you a big tip now on the Humane Labs one. Shout out to High Tower in the chat for joining and telling me about this little tip here, okay? But first of all, before we go into that tip, you can use the stone hatchet again in this Humane Labs mission, or any of these vehicle recovery missions. You can use the stone hatchet again, which makes these missions pretty fun and mixes them up a little bit, or you can just shoot your way through. Okay, but with the Humane Labs tip, basically when you leave, this vehicle that you're going to have to deliver back to the agency is going to be very slow, and it's the furthest away, okay? So you're going to have two lots of vehicles chasing you. What you want to do is literally leave Humane Labs and then go back inside Humane Labs and then blow up the two sets of vehicles, so 4 jeeps. Okay, blow up the 4 jeeps, and then you can just drive all the way back to the agency without any trouble at all. So like I say, shout out to High Tower for letting me know about that one. Right, rescue operation. Rescue operation, pretty straightforward. Go to a location, rescue somebody, and bring them back to a safe house. Now, basically, with this mission, the worst one you're going to get is Rattan Canyon. The rest of them are all over the city. The best one you're going to have is going to be at the dam, especially if you have the location of the best location of the agency, the one that's across the road from the casino. Then yeah, you literally just go there. It's done in like 2 minutes. You just got to blow up a load of people. Just blow them up with your Mark II or your helicopter or whatnot, and just like with your buzzard or whatever. Just blow them up, and then basically pick him up in the helicopter and then get out of there. Best way to do this, I basically just go there with the Mark II, blow them all up, then spawn the helicopter, then park the helicopter next to him, and that way he just gets in and we get out of there. Yeah, if you start running towards helicopters and sort of stuff with him, then you're going to have all enemies spawning on the road and all that sort of stuff. So basically, don't disturb the guy until you have a helicopter ready for him to get straight into. Because he's actually quite injured, he does move pretty slow, so you don't want to be running around with him. You have to start blowing up cars on the street and stuff like that, like I say. And also, when I get to the location, it's quite difficult. It's in the alleyway where you have to drop him off the safe house. Right, where you have to drop him off at the safe house. Basically, land on this roof, then roll down onto this roof, and then hop this one down to this one, and then basically that's the quickest way to drop them off at the safe house, rather than landing on the road and then running down alleyways and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all of the contracts that they're going to give you. So it's pretty straightforward stuff, and those are the little tips that I've got for you. And as I say, is it worth doing? Yes, it is, if you're that type of player. Yeah, you like doing missions and you like actually earning money and RP and actually playing the game. Yeah, like that. Okay. If not, this video is not for you. Have a nice day. Godspeed. See you in the next one. Peace out.